What's up, vlog?
What's up, vlog? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. We're at Anthony's house in Anthony's garage.
Here in my garage.
And today is kind of another emergency vlog. You might have seen that before because we did the same exact thing and depended on a very specific thing to happen tonight, and once again got bailed out on, but it's okay. We got a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony's filming. The boy. Anthony
right
the
here.
boy.
That's me, my garage.
Yes. Check out yesterday's vlog too to get a little behind the scenes on the podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast, Everyone is Talking About God, make sure you go check that out. So yeah, today will be another short little simple vlog.
This is Henry. Talks. Say something. What's your name?
Okay, I've only done one of these before, but this will be the first one with another person reacting to some more cringy Christian videos. And who better to react to cringy Christians than some Christians?
Yeah.
With a little more common sense than the people we're gonna watch.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
Of course. Alright, I don't know what this, I've never seen this one. It's called Pastor Sermon Illustration Fail.
Really? You mean, do you really mean to tell me, are you kidding me, that my yoga is what's gonna determine whether or not, oh, careful, careful, careful. Oh, guys, push me back up. Push me, push me.
He's a hefty guy, too. You don't mess around with that, dude.
I know, this guy, I very much get the vibe that he's preaching a sermon against yoga, which is a conservative thing to do. But this guy needs yoga.
Yeah. It would benefit him greatly, yes.
Bruh, you don't do that.
No.
You don't step over people while you're preaching. Let's watch this one. Pastor's altar call, cringe.
The reason you lift your hand is because you already believe. You're saying, I believe. You know, and we've just given you an opportunity to confess him before men. He sees you, a little guy in the back. Little guy, I'm not a midget, he's a child. I mean, I don't want anyone to think I was offending a midget.
What did he say? I missed it, hold up.
He said, he's like, this, hey, there's that little guy in the back.
I'm not sure if he's a little kid or a midget, is that what he said?
No, I think he was clarifying. I didn't want anybody to think I'm like calling a midget a little guy. It's a little kid.
A little guy in the back. Little guy, I'm not a midget, he's a child. I mean, I don't want anyone to think I was offending a midget.
Just to clarify, not a midget.
He's looking around. He's like, he doesn't know what to say next. And the guy's still emotionally playing the guitar in the background. And I just imagine this. I just imagine somebody coming to church for the first time and like realizing that they need to get their life in order and like responding to this altar call, and then just hearing his pastor be like, I don't try to offend any midgets out there. Oh my.
Hold up before you start that one.
Alright.
We'd like to take a moment to talk about our sponsors, Lay's.
I wish, man.
That would be sick.
That's like the ultimate goal in life, to get
sponsored by Lay's
to
specifically.
get sponsored by products that are just natural necessities. To get different food products.
I'm gonna say, are barbecue chips a necessity though?
I don't know. I want a grocery store to sponsor me.
Okay.
So I could get some free groceries. And
my dream sponsor would have to be Costco.
Yeah.
They have everything.
I want a Costco sponsor.
Yeah. Costco, if you're watching this, where are you at?
We're your guys. The awkward sermon when your pastor says,
Hey, yeah.
No. I didn't expect that.
What?
That was 4 seconds long, too. Okay, can we watch that one again? I just want to be a little more prepared for that.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
What are you saying?
When your pastor says, obviously it's something by the caption pastors say often, so I want to hear you repeat that. Try to.
No, I
Come
can't.
on, dude.
And then the following week, last week, we were talking about Lot. And we were talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. And we were talking about how Lot chose to go pinch his tits.
What?
Lot chose to go pinch his tits. Excuse me. pitch his tents. Pitch his tents is what I said. And you heard nothing else here. This is church, my gosh.
You were nothing else. Nothing else.
So he was pitching his tents close to Sodom and Gomorrah. And so what happened was, when he did that, he was getting too close to evil. And what I was challenging you guys to not do was to pick friends that were going to lead you to... Man, stop laughing! All right?
This is the worst. Especially, I think he's a youth pastor. This is a youth pastor's worst nightmare. Because now the kids are going to go home to their parents and be like, guess what he said?
All they're going to remember, too. Everything he said, out the door, dude. That's just... Stop laughing!
Man, stop laughing! All right? Man! Am I red right now? Holy cow! Allie, I hope this isn't on videotape, because I have no job now. So, what I was saying is...
He just sounds like a little kid. Like his voice is going down. What I'm saying is...
He's just like red as a tomato, dude.
Oh, and he's sweating and like, oh, like...
What I was saying is... that... Sometimes God has to be full of justice.
That's what he was saying.
Oh. There it is.
Pokemon power.
Because it's important for the church to deal with issues as they come to the forefront in society. I said, son, what is that one morning? He said, that's Pokemon. Son, I found out that Pokemon means pocket monster. Pokemon is Pokemon.
Dude, when I was a little kid, I liked Pokemon. I liked watching the show, and I had a few cards. And I think it was like Thanksgiving dinner at my grandma's house, and my cousin was like, dude, did you know Pokemon is short for pocket monsters? And then my mom heard, and she's like, monsters?
Flipped out, huh?
And it was like, that's demons, that's demonic. And then I could no longer get
that
Pokemon
sucks.
cards.
I'm just finding out now that
It
it's
ruined it for me.
pocket monsters.
On paraphernalia. So Pokemon is a game that teaches children how to enter into the world of witchcraft, how to cast spells, how to use psychic phenomena, how to put to work supernatural.
This guy looks so enraged. Did you see this guy? This dude.
So
Wailed up. Look at his face.
while the chickies with his like eye cream, yes.
Look at his face. Dude.
It's about to blow up.
But while you might not take it quite seriously, I assure you that demons take it quite seriously. Satan takes it quite seriously. Your children need to know there's a devil.
Demons. Show the picture of Jim.
And the voiceover is like, your children need to know there's a devil. Jigglypuff.
No. Oh, that's gold.
Let me show you the devil. Jigglypuff. So happy. Oh,
The devil will strike fear into your eyes.
Jigglypuff.
No, there's a devil, and he hates them, and he wants to ruin their life.
He hates me. Look at his eyes. He hates them. He wants to ruin their life. That's classic.
There was even a couple of reports where children had been stabbed by other children over Pokemon cards. Do you remember the Dungeons and Dragons game of the 80s where children, young people even ended up killing themselves because it was a role-playing game? Our kids are going out in gangs on the streets, and they're so used to killing each other in their fantasy games and on their video screens and blowing each other away and blowing each other up that when they walk down the streets and they pull out their 45...
What?
This escalated so quickly. It's like...
Your kid pulls out his 45.
Because it's normal for him to have a 45, but when he pulls it out...
Oh my god. Just knowing these type of preachers, he's probably also pro-gun.
Yeah.
So he's like, when your kid pulls out his 45
The parents all, yeah.
that he's supposed to use to protect himself,
Yeah.
because he plays Pokemon, he's not going to use that gun correctly.
and they pump some friend full of bullets, they kind of think in the back of their mind, well, they're just going to, we'll turn off the machine and they'll get up and they'll be there tomorrow and I'll shoot them again.
Funny screaming pastor, Cringy Thomas.
All right,
Why?
Cringy.
Because it cared for you. Don't you know that
What? That was edited.
is so concerned
I
about
feel like the original would be so much better.
Wait, let me.
Going to hell right now, and you're needing God to work the miracle. Pray that God will not only hear, but God will answer my prayers. The prayer of faith for you, for God to work in your family, and God will do it for faith for you. God will cause supernatural miracles.
I feel like this guy, what is the name of the deity you worship, Cringy Thomas? God! You can't say, oh, it's God.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Every
this guy.
like mid-sentence he'll say,
And then go completely back to his normal tone.
So at this church we worship God, and we like to have a potluck after service. I mean, it's passion.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like I kind of like him. I kind of wish he was my pastor.
you wouldn't fall asleep in church, I'll tell you that.
And this is a God institution. And it'd be surprised. Son, don't go to sleep while I'm talking. Hey, don't you lay your head back. I'm important. I'm somebody. Now, you might do your English teacher that way, but I'm not teaching English. I'm teaching eternal life here. I love you. You know I love you. Have I convinced you I love you? Yeah. You better nod your head. Yes. All right. Come on. Put it right there. All right. You stay awake and you listen to me. You say, well, he may never come back. Well, he ain't here now. And where have you been?
Where have you been?
And you.
Where you been? Oh my God. Mid-sermon.
Now, y'all don't want me. All you got to do is tell me. We won't have a church fight because I'll get in my little Connie and we'll get in her little Buick Enclave. It's paid for. And we'll sell what we need to sell. And we'll go on down the road and we'll find some little podunk church that don't know up from down. And I'll find me a dozen Joe's baskets who don't have a pot or a window and who will shout Jesus. And I'll give the rest of my life to them.
This guy's a straight poet. He's awful heart. Straight poet. Like straight up. I love it.
You remember when I came here, Kelly? You remember where your wife was, where your sisters were? Do you remember where they were? And we made holy war. Do you remember that? Stay with me. Don't quit me.
I mean, there's a desperation
In his voice.
in this.
Yeah.
And I just imagine, I think my new vlog outro would be, stay with me, don't quit me. Please. If I ever start getting desperate and losing subscribers,
Yeah.
everybody,
Only on these last minute
thank you
vlogs.
thank you for the support. Make sure you hit subscribe, and everyone who's already subscribed, stay with me, don't quit me.
Wait, what was that? What do they call it? Thumbnail. That was a thumbnail.
Stay with me, don't quit me.
What would your reaction be if you were sitting in that sermon?
I don't know, dude. I'd want to leave, but then he'd call me out and see me walking out. I was at this huge Christian conference when I was a little kid, and the famous preacher Benny Hinn happened to be there. Is the guy with white hair who slangs a lot of people on TBN, and I think had to have been at least 1,000 people. It's huge, so many people. And this woman gets up to walk to the bathroom, and he sees her and calls her out from the stage, and he's like, hey, you need to hear this. Like, I got a word of the Lord. Sit back down. Do not go to the bathroom. I was like, oh, no.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, this chick has diarrhea going on.
Right.
It's like, no.
She's gotta go. No! Get back to your seat.
I think a lot of these guys who are super cringy, it's like, it's tough being a preacher because your paycheck relies on getting people in the church, and I think you can have the period. I think I've seen people go through a period of time where they feel like none of their sermons are hitting people, and people are starting to leave, and so they start to every sermon is panic and desperation, and you can feel it. You can feel that something isn't right, and so they start just saying weird things. All right,
Oh, rip.
rip.
Thank you for watching today's vlog. I feel like doing a mindful minute would kind of throw off the whole vibe of the whole video, but mindful minute will be back tomorrow. See you guys later.